No Auburn miracle last night in Pasadena, though you've heard our next guest voice about every day leading up to the big game. It's our Auburn insider and voice of the Tigers, Rod Bramblett. And Rod, the Tigers seem to be in the driver's seat, up 21-3. Then Florida State outscored them 31-10 the rest of the way. The Seminoles were able to make adjustments. So the question to you is, was Gus Malzahn outcoached by Jimbo Fisher?
You know, I think it was a case of both teams just, really getting after it. And you're right, FSU obviously made some adjustments, but Auburn also shot itself in the foot on a few occasions. Had a real chance to make it 28-3 at one point and never could put Florida State away in the first half. And then in the second half, they did make some adjustments. They just weren't going to let Auburn get to the outside, get to the perimeter with any success. And then in the fourth quarter, FSU, they made the plays. They made a couple more plays than Auburn. Auburn made a couple of mistakes, and as the case most of the time, that's the difference in the ball game. But I don't think it was a matter of one coach being, outcoached by the other. I thought it was a matter of one team just making a few more plays than the other.
All right, let's look ahead now. I mentioned earlier NFL.com lists nearly 20 players from Florida State as pro prospects. That same article says 6 Tigers on the current roster have pro potential. What does 2014 hold for the Tigers? Do you think they can contend again for the title next year?
That's what's exciting. You look back at 2010 when Auburn won the national title then, and I think everybody looked at that roster and saw all the seniors and Cam Newton, Nick Fairley leaving, and everyone knew it would be a while before Auburn could get back to that level. And in this case, that's not true. Yes, Auburn could lose to Trey Mason, but they only lose a couple other seniors on offense. The strength of the Auburn defense is in its freshman and sophomore class. They've recruited extremely well, and they've got some impact players coming in. So I think that's what's so exciting. I think 2014, the expectations going in will be higher, and rightfully so, because they return a lot of key players back, and I think the defense will just keep getting better.
And you touched on it. They have the 10th best recruiting class for 2014 as rated by Scout.com, so we'll see how they impact the season next year as well. Rod Bramblett, thanks again for being with us.
You bet.